In the week ending on February 27th, 2016, we heard rumors about Siri coming to the Mac and Apple releasing a 9.7-inch iPad Pro. Here comes this week's Apple news in this episode of Apple Wedge Weekly by Wear Notice. Siri, Apple's digital personal assistant, is coming to Macs with the release of OS X 10.12, according to an article by 95Mac on Wednesday. Basically, OS X 10.12 will reportedly have two ways of accessing Siri, either by saying, "Hey Siri," while your Mac is charging, or by clicking Siri's icon in the Mac's menu bar. Aesthetically, Siri will be very similar to its iOS counterpart, featuring the same playful audio waves and the dark translucent background. If the aforementioned information about Siri for Mac proves to be true, we can make some logical guesses about what the software would be like. You've already been looking at the Siri for Mac renderings that I've made, but I'd also guessed that the Siri window would act sort of like the menus that appear under OS X menu bar icons, due to the fact that it would feel awkward to have those red, yellow, and green stoplight buttons in the Siri window. While still on the topic of Siri for Mac, Wear Notice recently conducted a poll on Google Plus to see how likely you, the general public, would be to actually use Siri on your Mac. Of the 175 people who participated in our poll at the time of the making of this video, the vast majority, 52%, said that they are very likely to use Siri on a Mac. Although that's great news for Apple that most people are very likely to use Siri should they bring it to the Mac, we can't really make any conclusions since the poll sample size is only 175 people. If you want to help us get a better idea of how popular Siri for Mac will be, just click over there to get to the Wear Notice poll that I referenced earlier. Don't worry, I'll still be here when you get back. So, in other news, Apple's not coming out with an iPad Air 3. Instead, according to another report by 95Mac, Apple is set to unveil a smaller iPad Pro at the company's special event on March 15th. When I say smaller, I don't mean iPad mini-sized, I mean iPad Air 2-sized, since this miniaturized iPad Pro will reportedly have a screen that is 9.7 inches. This device will also reportedly be compatible with both the Apple Pencil, which is Apple's Smart stylus, and the Smart Keyboard, which is Apple's iPad keyboard case. This is good for people who want to use either of these accessories, which are already pretty pricey by themselves, since the 9.7-inch iPad Pro will reportedly be priced as if it were an iPad Air, meaning that it will be less expensive than the already existing 12.9-inch iPad Pro. Wear Notice also held another poll on Google Plus for the 9.7-inch iPad Pro, asking people if they would buy it. Long story short, it was an overwhelming no. Specifically, at the time of the production of this video, 62% of people said no, and 22% said maybe, leaving only 16% of the poll participants saying that they would actually buy the device. As with the last poll that I talked about, the sample size for this one is too small to make any concrete conclusions, as only 238 people participated in it. Like earlier, if you want to share whether or not you buy the smaller iPad Pro with us, click right over there. Now, with so few people saying that they'd actually buy the 9.7-inch iPad Pro, it looks like it might just be a flop. Hopefully, for Apple's sake, the company is able to change people's minds with this new device, as their iPad sales have already been declining. Specifically, Apple only sold approximately 16 million iPads in the first quarter of 2016, when the company had previously sold approximately 21 million iPads in the first quarter of 2015. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to subscribe to the Wear Notice YouTube channel for more tech-related videos. And don't forget to watch new episodes of Apple Wedge Weekly when they come out on Saturdays. Also, if you like written content, navigate to the Wear Notice website at wearnotice.com for more tech news, reviews, and how-tos.